Welcome to No Budget, the show for filmmakers with no budget by filmmakers with no budget. I am your usual host, Milo Dennison, the Magnificent. Sitting next to me is Fergus, the Fabulous, and then we have Claire, the Cool.
Hello.
Quickest I could think of. So all three hosts.
We're really getting into these.
You like the
jingles
nicknames?
and
Yeah, I
things,
really
aren't
like it. It's the intro. A lot of energy.
I think it's
Intros
nice,
and
like,
outros.
it's been a while since all three of us have actually
It
been
is.
here.
It feels good.
It's like we've had a holiday and come back or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we are back from the Offline Film Festival, which is held in Birr, Ireland. If you follow our Instagram, you probably would have noticed Claire and me posting a few things on there while we were down there on our Instagram story, which is now gone. And if you follow Fergus's, did you post stuff anywhere?
Yeah, vlog, yeah.
Yeah,
so we can put a
links. Did vlog. Vlog.
Yeah.
The thing we wanted to talk about this film festival is actually, I think we've all participated in a lot of different like filmmaking challenges and festivals and stuff like this, but this one really kind of stood out, I think, in my mind.
Yeah.
And how it works is they've got their standard film festival, which people submit films to it, they get screenings, that kind of stuff. But then they also have another portion of the film festival, which is the offline challenge, and you have 52 hours to make a film.
57 hours.
57 hours.
Very
to make a film,
important.
sorry, yes.
Yeah, those 5 hours.
And in fact,
very
you
important.
guys probably had more than 57. You probably came down earlier,
No.
so probably had 157.
No, we came. Some of our team came down that before. We didn't start though
Yes, no,
until
till the
the
day.
bell tolled. And
So basically, from Thursday to Saturday, you can make a film. Thursday morning till Saturday, it has to be turned in Saturday. Claire and I were on a team, and Fergus was on a separate team. They helped put you up, so we all stayed in a hostel.
It was an outdoor pursuit centre,
An outdoor-
so it was
yes.
an interesting. I think there was 40 beds in one room, was there?
Yeah.
But you stayed in the luxury quarters.
Yes.
Milo and most of my
Yes.
team stayed in the
Yeah.
luxury quarters, but
The
I
VIP section.
sacrificed my comfort to sleep in the dorm.
Although yours was probably better because I think the beds in the dorm were more solid.
Really?
So mine was. So the room I was in was for three guys, and I was on the bottom level of a bunk bed, and the person who was above me, every time he'd move, it would wake me up, and then like if he got down during the middle of the night, of course he had to step on my bed in order to
I'm
leave the
beginning to
room.
think I
and-
was happy where I was.
I think you
now.
probably were.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Whereas-
first
Yeah.
night I slept in the same dorm place where Claire was, and it was nice because it was quiet and like
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, it was only 1 hour water every day,
Yeah.
and it was like an old convent
Yeah,
kind of
something.
shower bathroom.
It wasn't exactly luxurious, but I
No.
suppose we didn't really need anything else.
No.
So
But it was part
fine.
of the experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, and I think for me, to be honest, going down there, I didn't think I'd really enjoy myself that much. One, because I'm a super light sleeper and I get really annoyed when people wake me up.
Yeah.
And two, I don't like people in general. So,
Oh,
to spend so
we
much
know
time
that.
with people.
Yeah, there were people there. Yeah.
A lot of people.
We noticed that.
And,
people.
but it was actually a lot of fun, and I think we had a blast.
It was
on our
Yeah.
crazy. And like for us, I know my co-producer, myself and Savannah, we literally, like, we had to work so hard before you actors came down, because Milo always wanted to be, well, you was trained as an actor, but this time you really wanted us to be an actor. So I wrote a part for Milo in this short.
Yeah, when she brought the subject up to me, she's like, "Mala, do you want to participate in this?" I'm like, "I will only participate if I'm an actor," like,
Yeah.
because I always get stuck behind the camera.
Sick of being a
yeah.
DP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But it was, I co-wrote it, co-produced it, and acted in it as well. So pre-production was crazy. But they gave us a contact down in Birr, a lovely woman called Clodagh, who actually runs the pub down there.
Clodagh, Jesus.
It was amazing.
Absolutely amazing. If you're watching this, you're an angel.
Absolutely. But see, we wrote the script, and I sent a script in the application, and literally she got back to me. It's like, "What do you want?" I want a B&B that's old
She was
fashioned.
fantastic.
I want access to the castle down in Birr. So we wanted to film a film we couldn't film in Dublin and use locations in Birr. So that was our team's main aim. But it was amazing. Like, she sent back photographs of this fabulous B&B, and
Yeah.
I think you met the Lord of the Birr Castle at one stage.
I didn't.
Oh, didn't?
but
Oh,
the,
didn't. It was
the guy who directed
the team.
and Savannah, a few other people did.
They-
So they actually met
wasn't
the owner of Birr Castle.
Absolutely. It was
just some old guy
amazing.
rolling around on his golf cart, like.
But like even that B&B
Yeah.
they gave us access to, like they were so kind and so generous.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't have made this film otherwise.
Yeah.
But it was literally like 2 days of no sleep. You
Yeah.
had to go out there. You had to just throw everything at your productions. But it was, I think it was 5 teams altogether, wasn't there?
Yeah, about that.
Did you
Which
five
was slow
teams?
enough, I thought.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Yeah, I had a similar experience. I was incredibly impressed with how helpful they were. They were unbelievable. They really went out of their way to help us out. So I made a short drama about nostalgia, about the town. Basically, I walked around the town and tried to imagine what it would be like to grow up in a place like this. Because it's so enchanting, Birr, you know.
It really
It's just
is.
this lovely small town, and I just wonder what it would be like for guys to grow up and, you know, guys and girls to grow up here and then maybe leave and perhaps come back. So that was the drama that I did. It was called One Last Time. But like Birr is just fantastic, just about the right size. And you probably had a similar experience if I'm
Yeah, it's perfect for what we're doing, and it's so unique in the way it looks. It's
Yeah.
kind of, it's a Georgian town.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even the
It's got that
the
proper town
houses they
centre,
have,
yeah.
and
Beautiful Georgian
again,
buildings.
isn't it? Even the castle, like the big telescope they have, and
Yeah.
and they had a place. It's called the Shed, but it was actually the headquarters where they had all the equipment. So we were lucky because in the application we put down we needed lights, we needed
Yeah.
sound, and they couldn't tell us because because we'd share amongst other teams. They couldn't tell us till we got down there, but luckily we had access to these
Yeah.
things.
Well, and that was funny because when we went
Yeah.
in to get the lights and stuff, we were all thinking they'd just be these crappy hand-me-down
They
lighting
were
systems.
brand new.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
They were straight out of the bag, weren't
Yes,
they?
they were brand
Absolutely
new.
amazing.
I mean, every aspect of that film challenge was just top notch.
And there was so, apparently they emailed like people in the town saying, listen, you see weird kind of filmmakers walking around doing stuff, don't be freaked out. But as you know, like you went into the butchers and everything with one of your...
Just as well, yeah, because the
you
other
know,
one that I
sure
did was a mockumentary. It was during the presidential election. The presidential election was peaking at the time. So I got Aidan and made him as a fake candidate, wheeled him around Birr as a fake presidential candidate called O'Reilly. We went into the butchers, the shoe shop, but the reaction of the people was just fantastic. They were just so warm and welcoming, you know. They
Absolutely.
didn't care whether they were totally bamboozled by it. I mean, they were amazing. It was just a really warm reception.
And it was lovely to meet other teams as well, and like literally, mostly, especially editors. Like we had a
Yeah.
fabulous editor who actually
So-
works in this program, sometimes as well, called Kiara, and literally she no sleep.
She was
She
definitely
was-
the MVP
Oh.
on our film. Like,
Yeah.
I think was the first night or second night. She just literally went the
It
Oh,
was
entire
she
the
night.
first
all
night.
night,
It's in my vlog
yeah.
actually. I come in the morning and there she was, still
Amazing,
going. And
Connor.
it's in the vlog that she was
Yeah.
up all night.
Nice.
Yeah, and she's in the background going, oh, it's probably shit, in her Italian thing, but it turned out to be fantastic, of course.
And then had a screening then, because the first prize was for getting to Galway,
So for
isn't it?
okay, let's. Do we have a preview of either of our films?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Okay.
I have
We can-
one, and I'm sure you do.
Yeah, we can show maybe a clip.
clip.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
show a clip
So
of it. Yeah.
let's show a clip from each of the films that we did and you did,
Yeah.
and we'll come back and talk about the festival a bit more.
Come see you and me in a free radical orbit in the sky, where time slows down to say goodbye, and space spins around us to wonder why. Cosmic rays shine out to silently greet us. Cold whispers from the first moments when our universe was born.
So we've all been living this lie.
So come see you and me in a free radical orbit in the sky, where time slows down to say goodbye, and space spins around us to wonder why. Tinier than a baby in twinkling light, ready to explode with wings, to create time within time and space within space. So come see you and me in a free radical orbit in the sky, where time slows down to say goodbye, and space bends around us to wonder why.
Thank you, Tom. If you weren't really dead, I could kill you.
to wonder why.
That's probably the best thing I've ever done. I can explain. I know your cousin from Skibbereen.
People don't think of Ireland as like a food country, but like there's really good food that you can get here. The quality of the meat is really good. You can get yourself a nice stew, for example. Get a stew, which is nice. Factory right here. Good morning. There's some friendly Irish welcomes.
Make
Okay, those were clips from a couple of our films. The first one was called One Last Time, which is the one Fergus was involved in, and the other one is Mary, 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 which Claire and I were involved in. Interesting note that none of our films won the festival. Basically, at that Saturday, you have to turn your film in. Sunday, they do a screening of all the films that are made, and then they have an awards ceremony. The winner gets automatically entry into the Galway Film Festival, which in Ireland is kind of the big festival in Ireland, so it's harder to get into. The film that won, I thought was really good. It was real simple, really well acted, and interestingly, the guy who made it, this was like his 7th year, I think, and the first time he won.
Was he in all of them or something? Yeah, had he been in
Something
every
like that.
single one of the 9 offlines?
No, I don't think he's been in 9.
No,
I'm sure
it
it
was
was
7.
7. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it was good. I don't know, what was your guys'?
Emily Battles was one of the actresses in it, and she's lovely, absolutely brilliant actor. And I thought the other actor was quite good as well. I forget her name, sorry.
Oh, Emily, the other American.
Yes, the other American in Birr. Yes.
There was only two
There were
Americans.
two
only two of
Americans,
us.
two Americans in Birr that weekend, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you find? I guess we'll talk about filming ours really quick, and then we can talk about the filming process yours.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of outdoor locations.
Huge amount, and it was terrifying because a storm was brewing.
Yes.
That was
And
brave.
we were absolutely petrified. You wouldn't have access to the castle to film. So as producers, we had to have an emergency plan, which was terrifying. You know, because we had this plan, we wanted to shoot in certain locations, and we got permission to shoot in them, and then we didn't know if we could. But luckily, the castle opened, and we could do that.
So it was cold on a
It
few
was
days,
very
a little bit
cold,
of rain on one of the days.
rainy.
Our poor editor actually got put into the film as basically
Sort of-
she was forced to lie on the ground in the rain.
Yeah, she
And-
was
So
brilliant.
after 0 hours sleep,
Yeah.
she spent the day lying on the ground in the rain.
In the rain and
Oh
the
my
wind.
God. There must be a union out there
Yeah,
to look
it's
after
not
this
too.
for her.
But you know, it was all part and parcel of it. I'm so glad I took part. I wanted to do this 57-hour challenge in Birr for the last few years, and I never could find the team. So you know, this year we could. You know.
How was yours? You guys got the place you filmed. Did they give you champagne or wine or something like that? Was that?
Yeah,
That
we
was
heard
bizarre. Another
rumors.
American.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
We heard
3 out of
rumors
3
like
lovely Americans.
We
Yeah.
are lovely people, contrary
Yeah.
to popular
It was-
belief.
Again,
Yeah.
Clodagh, the angel of Birr, she sorted out this castle for us, and it was amazing, lovely castle and everything. And we went up the top, outdoor location again, so the wind was practically blew us off it, but it was beautiful views and all that kind of stuff. Then we come down to find she had caviar and champagne laid out for us, which was kind of unexpected. Like normally you're eating a rat sandwich at the end of a film, you know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and she had this cute dog was running around the place,
my
and
God.
the cat was jumping on top of the dog and all this kind of stuff. It was lovely. But the reception was incredible.
Yeah. So that's the filming. So also they fed us
Yeah.
in the evenings. We had stew in one of the bars. One of the bars gave us free drinks one night.
yes, we had free drinks vouchers. They were so generous. Like they gave us vouchers,
Yeah.
well, Supermax.
Yeah.
And because Claude actually owns the pub, and
Yeah.
there's a Pulp Fiction night where it actually gave you the food from Pulp Fiction, which was really
that was really
really
imaginative.
cool.
Yeah. Although it wasn't a $5 shake or a
Oh,
Corona
well, it's a
burger,
$5
not
milkshake.
Yeah. But the thing is how they treat you. Yeah,
Couldn't
and
get
you
over
mentioned
it.
the final night reception was great. Everybody gets to kind of socialize with everyone.
And you know what was brilliant as well? Like the fact we all went away from Dublin down to one location,
Yeah.
and we're kind of in one way stranded there.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, there was very few buses out of Birr actually.
Yeah.
But you know, it was just so terrific to, like, so many of us to go down and
Yeah.
just concentrate working on films. And
That was it. For
Yeah.
me, that's when I think really like, because often you'll be working locally and people are like, I want to go home, or I got this.
Yeah.
There you can't do that. You're stuck the whole time.
You're immersed in it.
Yeah, but
so-
you are, because you're
Yeah.
also then interacting with other filmmakers and you're talking filmmaking, and you're just, that's all you're thinking and doing. And
Yeah.
it's just, if you love filmmaking, this is a great way to make
and
a
it's
film.
lovely
It
then
is.
to meet in the pub, to meet
Yes.
with, say, yourself and your team, and like kind of tell the stories.
Oh yeah,
and,
then
Yeah.
swap
you know, like,
stories
oh
of
my
the-
God, how are you getting on? And
Yeah,
you know,
it
it was
is. The battle
terrific.
scars. Yeah, again, the Chestnut Bar, look out for it in Birr, with Claude Owens, which is lovely. It was really warm. But stew on reception and all that kind of stuff was
And
brilliant.
did either of you guys catch any of the films of the actual
No.
festival? Well,
Yeah.
I was able to see a few on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Oh, were ya?
Yeah, because my part, I was just acting, so my part was done on Saturday.
So
Of
guys,
course.
so what do you think you'll take part again next year?
If somebody puts together a team, I will absolutely
I
participate.
Do you think?
definitely will.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I definitely will. I think
Um,
it was a highlight of my year, basically.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
I'm
amazing.
applying for citizenship of Birr.
So, great.
You know.
So let's wrap it up real quick. Next year's the 10-year anniversary of it as well, so I think they're planning
Yeah.
to make it kind of a bit bigger of an event. And I do need to throw a shout out to Cathal Feeney, who works on the show with us, occasionally gets to be on camera. He did the festival a few years ago,
Yes.
and his film won.
It
Yeah.
won it, a film called Oh, and actually got to Galway
Yes.
in the Galway Film Flat.
Which
So big
you
shout
can
out
see
to
online,
him.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll throw a link up
So
there.
next year, guys, we have to get into Galway, right?
Good to go. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we hope you got a little bit out of this. Until next time, that's a wrap. Oh, it's that